people in prison are in solitary confinement right now. So the prisons, like many of these institutions, try to front like they're neutral. They try to front like they are keeping everyone safe. They're trying to prevent violence. But as we all have read about what the conditions of solitary confinement are, it is a very, very violent experience to live in solitary confinement, especially long-term, which many people do. So the prisons have come up with this as a solution for safety for trans people within the prison. But I want to offer up just a few examples in history and going on currently. Some of you have maybe heard about the prison gang called Men Against Sexism. Maybe? Okay. So Men Against Sexism was a prison gang in the 70s in Walla Walla Prison in Washington State. What they did was, Ed Mead was a founding member. Ed Mead, who is formerly in the George Jackson Brigade. So what this group of people did was they organized together to keep each other safe and effectively stop prison rape in their prison. And it's a huge feat. Not many people know about it. I recommend you look it up. There's great radio interviews that interview Ed Mead about this. But so oftentimes radicals will cite this as like, oh, this amazing thing that happened once. But actually there's lots of organizations that exist like this that are, where trans women and other like queer people organize themselves for self-defense. The next person, Luna, is going to be reading a statement from a woman, Sister Amazon, who's in prison in California, in San Diego, I believe. She's been in prison 30 years. She's the leader of a group called Gender Anarchy. In their words, they're a fighting force for self-defense on the yards in California prison. Right now, she's actually in solitary confinement. Recently, her and her partner had a hunger strike about a year ago, and it had to do with their single status, or a single cell status. They weren't in solitary confinement, but they were forced to live alone in a cell. So I'm going to have Luna read a statement that she recently wrote publicly about the conditions that she's living in right now.